Hello everybody. Uh, this is a video about the property on Street Mountain Road. I get this question a whole lot, so I decided to put it in video form. Since I get asked this so much, it's a lot to type out each time. So I kind of like to explain what half interest means. The story behind the property is my grandmother owned half interest and her brother owned half interest. The property was originally their father's, Lacey Stroop's. My grandmother's half was conveyed to me, and the other half, Roy Stroop, which was her brother, was conveyed to three cousins. So the current situation is three cousins own half undivided interest, and I own half undivided interest. Now, you may ask me or ask a legal person what half interest means. Half interest is think of it as like you're sharing a house with a spouse or a loved one. You both own it. You don't know which part the other owner owns, but however, with half interest, if you was to buy my half, you can step into my shoes and own a half undivided interest. And just assume my ownership and be able to use the property free of encumbrances, which is listed on some of the deeds. I have a deed for my half, and my three cousins have a deed for their half interest. You can do what's called a partition suit, which is a legal division of property. Usually the local lawyers I've talked to, usually charge about $7,000 to $8,000 retainer fee to do the partition. Usually it's about $7,000 or $8,000 to do the survey. The survey is required before the partition. The partition would run a person roughly $15,000 to $20,000. That's why the property is priced so cheap. I'm selling my half interest as is because I have a rare medical condition, and it's progressing, and I do not have interest in or the money or the time or the effort, as I'm on 14 different medications, to separate the property. It's no immediate force right now to separate the property. Someone could buy it, separate it later, or possibly they could buy my half interest out and buy the other parties out later on if they're willing to sell. Several ways that it could go. Talk to a local attorney or talk to a legal official, and they kind of give you a breakdown. I can provide copies of my deeds. They'll show you where you stand, what you're buying, and there is no bad half of the property. Each half's pretty much about the same. There's 4 fields on it. There's a road that runs all the way through the property. There's 3 means of access, and also there's it's located beside the large survey. It's roughly about 7 miles outside of town. The address is 1156 Street Mountain Road, Withfield, Virginia. Thank you. God bless. Have a good day.